How we speak will absolutely affect how we think. And we're going to talk about that today. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to I Got This podcast with LEX and MGP. My name is Lex. I've been a personal trainer for 7 years now. Martha is my client, and she has been with me for 4 years. Over our time together, she's lost over 60 pounds, and we have learned so much together. We've learned what works, what doesn't work, and more importantly, we've had so much fun doing it. So join us each and every week as we talk about whatever the hell we want. Everybody, and welcome back to I Got This Pod with Lex and MGP. We are so excited to have you all today. We are going to be talking about how our words affect our mental state, our emotions, how we think, how we feel, how we act, all that good stuff. Super excited for this topic. It's pretty off the fly. Martha, you instigated this one pretty simply because you told me. What did you tell me?
I said, I've been trying to work on my word choice lately. And one of the things is the word busy, because I have a very busy schedule.
Right.
And that was the word I used to use a lot. And I associated it with a very negative connotation.
Yeah.
You know, busy just sounds like you're spinning your wheels. You're busy, you're busy, you're busy, whatever. So now I like to, I prefer to say I have a very full life.
I like that.
Or my day is very full. Or I'm sorry, I can't do that today. I have a full schedule.
I like that. It's so funny because, too, when I think of a busy person, it's the person who is so busy they don't even have time to do what they're doing at the moment.
Right.
Or is so fully distracted because they are like, oh my God, I'm so panicked almost that I don't have time to even be in this moment here with you.
Right. And that's kind of how it felt. I never really felt out of control, but I just felt like I didn't have time to do the things I wanted to. And then I realized, no, I'm doing the things I want.
Yeah.
They just take up a lot of time, but I can schedule it and make it work. So I have a full schedule, and that's fine.
I like full. Full is like you know, when I think of full, I feel like a full life. Yeah. Full, I feel like a full belly is always a good thing.
Satisfied. I was thinking satisfied, right?
Yeah.
Like a full life, you're satisfied with your life, or a full belly, you're satisfied with your meal.
Yeah.
So a full schedule, I'm satisfied with. And I like that. And, you know, I get teased a lot because I have many different hats that I wear and many different jobs. And so, yes, my life is full and I don't have a lot of extra time or time to waste, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, because I enjoy everything I'm doing.
I truly love that. And it's so funny. You brought it up. As soon as you said it, you're like, I'm changing this. And I was like, oh, you know, you're changing your verbiage. But again, I kind of talked about this in a past episode. I know a little bit about a lot of different self-development coaches. And one that I really do enjoy is Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins talks about neuro-linguistic programming.
Okay.
And that's what all of his methods are based on. It's science-based. It's nothing new. It's years old, but he teaches it so well. Neuro-linguistic programming is a technique, and it focuses on making behavioral changes, and they can truly be used for a multitude of different things. People use it in therapy, they use it for a psychoanalysis, so many different things. But it's a technique basically that helps you change your mindset, change your response to difficult situations, and how you view yourself. And when you change your thoughts and behavior, so you can change your life, right? So it's one little word that if you change it, you might start to believe it.
Right.
Right. So mine was actually a big one, was tired. I used to say I was tired all the time. It was so interesting. I would say it when I was with my family. I would say it when I was with my friends. I would say it at work. Like, I'm just so tired. And what a drag. Like, when you think of tired, what do you think of?
It seems like a negative, it's a negative word to me. Like you're pulling yourself down.
Exactly. Or like, oh, this is a task, and I really just don't have the energy for it.
No one ever walks in and goes like, yeah, I'm so tired.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the theme.
Yeah, exactly. So my task is, I said I am going to cut that word out of my vocabulary. So changing your verbiage is actually one small technique of NLP. There are 5 amazing techniques. There are multiple, which we can get into another day. And I'm no Tony Robbins. If you guys want to dig into it, Tony Robbins is the best of the best.
Right.
So I would highly recommend talking about it. So we're just going to talk about this very small empowering habit. Now, when you change one word that you find that you're using repetitively, you can either change it or cut it out.
Right.
Now, you can change these words based on how you're feeling, just like busy, just like tired. And if you start to pick even a word that might be a little bit funny. So I want you to try this. If you are angry, I want you to say, I'm mad.
I'm mad.
Say it again.
I'm mad.
Okay, now say, I'm a little peeved right now.
I'm just a little peeved right now.
I'm periwinkled. Yeah. Doesn't you see how it automatically changes your
I'm probably
energy?
never going to say that word.
I know.
Right.
But you should try it when
Yeah.
you're really angry, because anger is such an instant feeling.
Oh, for sure.
And as soon as you break anger, it's hard to come back to it. But if you want to be mad, you can stay mad, right?
Sure.
If somebody's trying to make you laugh when you're mad, but you are like, no, I want to be mad right now. you can't break it. But if you let them break you, or you say, I'm periwinkle peeved.
Have you ever laughed at like a toddler when they're having a temper tantrum?
Yeah,
that's like that.
It's like that. It's like, yes, exactly.
Because it's funny when they're on the floor thrashing.
Exactly.
It just makes them more angry.
It makes them more angry. Exactly. It's almost like such a funny emotion, right?
It is.
So going back to the verbiage and the words. So there's a lot of different things that we can use to change these ways in which we affect how we think of ourselves. So when I was tired all the time, oh my God, I would actually sleep more and I'd have to take so many naps. And it's so funny. I have the same exact schedule.
Right.
And I stopped using that term. And oh my gosh, I never feel that way. Never feel that way.
Isn't it amazing? Because I think even in just like the month or so that I stopped saying busy and went to full, I feel less stressed.
Yeah.
My schedule hasn't changed. If anything, it's gotten more full.
Yeah.
I have more on my plate right now than I did a month ago.
Yeah.
So
right. It's so interesting.
It's a mindset to it.
A good way to do it is to think about, so if I could think about one thing right now for myself, so I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm really happy we're bringing it up. So number one, you want to think about, okay, well, what are my feelings 90% of the time that are more negative feelings? So if you're sad a lot of the time, or if you're feeling unmotivated, or you're feeling tired, I want you to pick a word that is slightly less, just like you said. You can cut it out like I did, or you can pick a word that doesn't feel so heavy, just slightly better. And you start using that word instead. So if I was tired, I could say, I'm a little fatigued today. Or I could say, my energy seems a little bit low, or my gas tank could use a little bit of refueling today. Something along those lines. And that doesn't mean I'm tired for long. It just means, oh, I just need a little boost to get back where I need to be, right?
Right.
So,
no, you're 100% right, because it's funny that just that word choice, but I work with teenagers most of the day, and I'll put on the board usually when there's a test coming up or an exam, right? And if I write test, they'll be like, oh, it's a test. And so I'll erase the word and I'll write quiz. And they're like, oh, that's so better.
Isn't that funny?
I'm like, it's the same point. It's the same topic.
It's asking the exact same questions. Yes.
And then they're like, can we have something less than a quiz? And I'm like, assessment? They're like, no. Exam? Oh no, that's way worse. Like we argue about like what we should call
the word. Isn't that funny?
It's going to be a piece of paper where you're going to put answers and I'm going to put a grade. What do you want to call it?
Attaching the meaning. You should call it like
we called the last one a quest. A quest to the right answers.
That's a really good one.
It was like a quiz meets a test.
That sounds so much more fun.
And they did. They're like,
so much
we're going to go on a quest today. Okay.
That's so funny. So I have I train a group of guys, and in the morning, and half of them are on one side of the gym, and I have to send them to a different side of the gym for a different piece of equipment. And I was like, okay, we're going to travel quite far. And then one guy said, no, we're going on a safari. I said, yes, we're going on a safari. And it's so funny how those little words just make you in such a better mood. So now I want to dive into something I was thinking about. Think about a more negative person that you know.
Right.
Okay. Now think about a more positive person that you know. Now I want you to think about how they say hello to you.
All right.
Okay.
Got it.
Think about how the negative person says hello to you. Think about how the positive person says hello to you. And isn't it funny, and I don't know if this is true for you, but when you think about the negative person, the first thing that they say when you start speaking to them is going to be something that makes you feel a little bit heavier.
Right.
And their verbiage feels a little bit heavier. And it might start with an ugh.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Like tomorrow morning when I get to work, I can think of those two people, and the negative one is going to be like, ugh, it's Monday again.
Yes, you know exactly.
Yes.
And now what is the positive person going to say?
Welcome to Monday.
Yes.
And she plays like the Monday song in her classroom.
Yes. Or she'll even be like, hi, good morning.
Yes.
Or something along those lines. So even if you think, so nobody wants to be around the negative person.
Correct.
Sorry, it's a drag.
Right.
You don't want to. So let's say you're the negative person. And sometimes we know when we're being negative.
Oh, yeah.
I got those times when you walk up to me and I'm like, hi. And it's a little lower. You're like, maybe she's a little low today.
Yeah.
I'm never negative, but you know
we
yourself.
both know each other's energy too on that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But when you know somebody long enough, you know when they're feeling up or down, but not negative.
No.
There's a difference. So
correct.
If you know that you're more tending to be like, ugh, how should we change that? What would one word like be that you would change it? So like if I normally go, ugh, I would probably go like, just change your verbiage. You know what I mean?
No, it is. It's it seems like such a small thing that shouldn't matter, but 100% does.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
It is. So I'm tasking myself, what is the word that I use that I'm not super, because I haven't thought about it. I like yours. What is mine? I'm trying to think.
What are you thinking about?
The negative word that I want to change, my NLP word.
To think about
but
it.
If you think of anything, please let me know. If you're like, you say this a lot and it probably isn't helping you, think about it. Please let me know. I want to know because I probably am not even catching it.
No.
So
usually you just tell me we're going to have fun. And I'm not sure her definition of fun's the same as mine.
Well, good. That's a positive one. Fun is fun for everybody.
Is it though?
We are going to have fun.
More plates on Martha. It's going to be fun.
It is. It's a good time. It is a good time.
No, but that actually makes me laugh usually. When you say
Good.
that.
We're going to have a fun workout today. I try to do that on purpose with my clients to be like, oh man, we're going to have some fun today. So there's no dread. It's like, it sounds like a good thing.
No, I don't dread that stuff.
Good. So the next thing is your face. Okay. So part of NLP is your facial expressions. So now let's think about your negative person in your head. What is their face like 90% of the time?
Oh, she's got that good resting bitch face all the time.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Right?
Or
You know what I mean? Like the scowl.
It's a scowl or a deep frown or a furrowed brow.
Yes. The lines in the forehead start coming out.
The triangle of sadness. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah.
You have? I watched that movie last night. It's horrible. It's not horrible. It's a cross between White Lotus and Midsummer.
Okay.
And it'll really throw you off.
Anyways. Need to throw it on my list. All right.
No, exactly. It'll make you very uncomfortable.
We watched the sequel to Knives Out last night, which was a little bit more fun. It sounds like.
Yeah, I was with my family and they all voted. I was the only one that stayed up to watch it. They were all asleep within 10 minutes and I'm 2.5 hours into this 3-hour movie and I'm like, this is horrible.
Why aren't you people awake?
Yeah, like why so the movie's name is Triangle of Sadness and man, your face really is like that the entire movie. So anyways, the end of it, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to loosen up my face. I got to watch Bridesmaids.
I'm going to avoid.
Yeah. But it's so funny how shows like that now that do make you grimace are now popular.
Yeah.
That can't be good for society.
No.
Right?
I just want to laugh. I just want to be entertained.
I want to feel good.
Right.
Yeah. So funny. Anyways, so going back to that.
Yes.
You know that person that has more of a triangle of sadness, a furrowed brow, and a more of a frown.
Oh, yeah.
Now think about your positive person. When you see them.
They're always smiling.
They are always smiling.
Yeah.
It's shocking. So it's not every person that you have to be, but maybe sometimes you got to shake out your face a little bit.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And shake it out. And maybe if you change how your face looks, you might have a better look on your day. Sometimes, here's a deep one. I don't know if you grind your teeth at night.
Some clench more than
clench.
grind.
Yeah. You wake up and your jaw is tight. And so you've got this deep frown on your face all day long. Or I don't know why I notice this as I get older because my mom does this. She frowns in her sleep. It's so weird. It's so weird. And I can't help it.
It's just your facial muscles going that way.
Yeah. And I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I frowning? And so I gotta like smack my face a little bit and put a smile on it. So I wonder in my brain what's going on.
What kind of dreams you got going on there?
I know, but also like it's probably affecting my brain in a very negative way. Like, oh, her body is tense or unhappy. So therefore my thoughts are like tense or unhappy. So your physical state and your face can absolutely affect 100% how your brain is thinking as well.
Oh, yeah. And it's contagious too.
It is. If you see somebody smiling,
it's hard not to.
It's hard not to smile back, right? If you see somebody frowning, you kind of like look at them quizzically.
Yeah, especially like in a crowded room, like a stranger.
Yeah,
you know how you make eye contact with a stranger sometimes. If they smile at you, you just automatically smile back, right?
Yeah,
even if you don't know them.
Yeah.
Or, you know, a little wave if you're out for, like, if I take the dog for a walk, if it's someone I don't know. But but if they're like scowling at you, you find like you look away or you feel almost threatened.
That's so true. Or you like kind of like shield your body, like, or you move faster away from them.
Right.
Like you got to save yourself from something. You don't know.
Yeah. And you're not probably in danger, but it just feels uncomfortable.
It does. So think about that. I have a bad habit of every time I look at somebody, I smile, and I'm in the gym. So every time I'm looking at somebody, I'm smiling. It's kind of, maybe it's a good habit. I don't know.
No, I think it's a good habit because I feel like I do that. If I'm looking at, whether I'm at the gym or at work or whatever, if I make eye contact with someone, I'm going to at least.
You should smile.
Yeah.
You should.
Or look friendly. I don't look threatening or mean.
Yeah. And I know, and that's the thing. So there are deeper things of, again, like genetics. If my mom's frowning while she sleeps, I don't even know why. She doesn't know why. And then I wake up and I'm frowning while I'm asleep. Like, it's not something I can control.
Maybe you're not doing it all night. You don't know.
I hope not.
Start taking selfies in your sleep.
Seriously. Oh, I'm recording myself. Ooh, creepy.
That'd be creepy. Sleeping. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But like little things like that can change your mental. So I think our homework for today, for I Got This, is number 1, think about one word that you'd like to change or wipe out.
And a word that makes you feel heavy.
Yes. Like weights on your legs. And then a word, and then just monitor your face. Monitor how heavy it feels and then how light it feels. Maybe take note of the person who's more negative in your life and how they look and how they feel to you and their verbiage. And maybe take note of the positive person in your life and how they look.
And put yourself with the positive person and not the negative. I think I told you recently they were being negative at lunch and I just got up and left.
Yeah, get out of there.
And they were like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I've got stuff to do. I just made an excuse to get away. I just couldn't do it.
I don't want any part of it.
I don't want any part of it. The complaining and the whining.
Ugh, gross.
Right. Yeah. It's heavy.
It's heavy.
I don't need it.
Don't need it.
Nope.
Wow. Well, this is a great topic. Again, if you guys want to learn more about NLP, definitely look into Tony Robbins. If you don't know him, get on him. He's an OG in the self-development game. So guys, thank you so much for listening, and
I got this. Hey guys, thanks for listening this week. Please leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. For more I Got This content, please make sure to follow, like, and share on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or you can always go to our website, igotThisPod.com, for more info. As always, thanks for listening. See you next Monday.